going on, YouTube? This your boy SB. I'm back with another toy showcasing video. We're sticking with our theme of riding that wave of WrestleMania coming up this weekend, this Sunday. I'm showcasing you some of the wrestling figures in my toy collection. Now, this figure right here, actually is one that I have just been newly acquired with. And we're going to get into a little more detail. It's definitely not an unfamiliar figure to me. I encountered one in my childhood, and I'll get into that as well. But anyway, with that being said, we're looking at a Toy Biz Smash and Slam Sting action figure. And let's go ahead and get into the video. The origins of how me and this figure was acquainted, it's kind of funny. Basically, in a nutshell, I was doing an eBay search, not looking for a figure, but more just an accessory to add to one of my other Sting figures already. But I found out it was just a more cost-effective manage to just go ahead and get the whole figure itself. And that's basically all there is to it. Doing the eBay search for just some wrestling accessories, and ended up deciding to go ahead and get the whole figure. Went ahead and took his jacket off and give him a 360 spin for you. Now, how I ended up getting this figure, like I said, I was more looking for a accessory to add to my Clash of Champions Sting figure. If not already, I'm sure you've checked out the video to that figure. But I was looking for a bat, the bat that this thing has right now. I was looking for that bat to display with their Clash of Champions Sting figure. And I found that it was hard to find. And the loose versions of this Sting figure right here, they didn't have the bat included. Or if I wanted to find one with the bat included, it was open. Well, it was still sealed, unopened, and it cost a lot of money that I was looking not to spend just so I could get the bat. So I ended up coming across this figure, so loose, had a little additional figure included when I bought it, but I mainly got it so I could have the bat. But I'm impressed with this figure, and so I may keep it around. I'm still right on the fence of what to do with it. We went ahead and put back on his leather jacket. You see him with the bat. This right here, is exactly how this version of Sting came, this Smash and Slam series from Toy Biz line. And make note, Toy Biz definitely, through the years, I've definitely been familiar with some of their figures, and they've always stepped their game up. And I definitely liked what they did with these WCW figures, with giving them the ability to bend the knees, the ankles, and stuff. The articulation was definitely on point. Because for a while, the WCW figures was kind of coming up a little short and kind of whack as far as that aspect of it. I also liked how they included the leather jacket. I know when they started making figures for this version of Sting's gimmick, when he was going with the crow look, wearing the all-black attire and had the leather jacket, a lot of the figures was leaving out that detail of his jacket, which was a big part of his attire. So when they dropped this Toy Biz line, they dropped this Sting figure, you know, to include the jacket was definitely a plus for me, something I always liked. Now, like I said, I just got this figure recently because I needed the bat to display with my Clash of Champions Sting. But my brother had one a long time ago when we was growing up, so I was always impressed. This figure right here is in pretty good shape. Whoever the owner was, they kept them very clean and stuff. We're gonna go ahead and spin them around one more time for you. Hope y'all enjoyed the video. Like I said, some of you wrestling fans out there or wrestling figure collectors, I'm sure you remember this toy line. I'm not sure if you were like how I was, pretty impressed when I first got put on these. I thought these was the best WCW figures I had ever seen made. And so, I mean, I had a nice nice collection of them. But sadly, we parted ways down the timeline of my life. But I was glad to be reacquainted with, especially this one right here. You know, got this figure to use the bat accessory to pose with my Clash of the Champions Sting figure. But this one may grow on me. I mean, the Wolfpack Sting, you know, it was definitely a different variety from the traditional white face paint Sting that we had. And some people were a fan of the Wolfpack Sting as well. So definitely may consider keeping it around. We'll sleep on it and marinate on that. But anyway, like I said, go ahead and comment on the video. You know, I make these videos not just only to showcase toys in my collection, but also, you know, bring back some memories you may have. You may see a figure on here that I showcase that you may have or may have had, and, you know, just want to drop a comment down saying, hey, man, I remember having that. Thanks for bringing back some good memories or something. You know, definitely appreciate that. It's how I welcomed it. And also make sure you subscribe to the channel so you can keep up to date with other videos that I'll be posting. I know lately the past few videos you've been seeing just been wrestling figures, but I want to remind y'all out there, this is not just a wrestling figure channel. I have other figures in my collection to showcase, but I've just been focusing on my wrestling figures because we got WrestleMania coming up. And I just, you know, you want to go off that momentum and that excitement. It's a well-known event. A lot of people that normally not even into wrestling know about WrestleMania. It's the Super Bowl of wrestling, so why not focus on one of the key elements, the wrestlers?